Hi everyone, we are Electronic Initiation. I have Nick Mandillo and Beth Appel. Did I say your name right?
Me?
Beth? Yeah.
Oh, you got it. Appel. Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
My last
And
my last name's pronounced Apple.
this is Nick Apple?
Yeah, it's spelt Mandillo, but it's pronounced Apple.
Right. What he said. And so what's up, guys?
No, we have some shitty comedy news today,
Yeah, we did.
but I feel like we carry on the tradition of comedy, and as someone who's probably inspired everyone in comedy in some capacity.
Did I say your name right?
Yes, you
Me?
did.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it. Appel. Yeah, that's it. Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Is that my computer playing that?
Pronounced Apple.
Is someone's computer playing our show?
Someone's
Yeah,
doing
it's
something
spelled
funny
Mandillo.
here.
I don't think it's me. Wait.
It was me. It was me.
That
It was me.
was very disorienting.
Yeah.
I fixed it. I fixed it. That was weird.
Wait, was it you? Who was it?
I don't know what the heck was going on just then, but it started to repeat what we were saying like 10 seconds earlier.
It was a little callback.
Yeah.
Callback to our
Oh,
conversation.
man. My voice sounds weird. But anyway, I was saying that in lieu of a person who's inspired most comedians or people who do comedy in the world, I feel like as though we should dedicate our show to Mr. Robin Williams.
Totally agree.
Sure. Also, like a nice, stupid thing to do to keep our minds off of sad things, right?
Absolutely.
Is it mean to call this stupid?
No, not at all. This is comedy. This is art, and this is something that we do for a reason. So
All right. Hopefully Terry won't watch this back and hunt me down and kill me for calling E-MPROV stupid. I mean stupid in a good way. It's a compliment.
or
when I
like
say
like
it.
from the streets, like yo, that's stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's
Exactly.
ridiculous. Stupid.
Yeah, I meant it like in the street way, like that.
It's stupid good.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
All right. Are we doing it?
Yeah. Did we have an online suggestion?
I don't know. We don't have from the suggestion box. I don't know. I haven't checked. But what's it good? Let's I'm just gonna like look at something in the room and
Okay.
Okay.
Paint.
Paint. I've been trying to sell my own paintings for a long time. However, I haven't even finished my first one yet. It's not even really painting as much as drawing that I'm doing. It's just a single line that I do all over the place. A neat little image that the interpreter can look at as looking at as whatever. I don't know. I had this whole theory in my head that I was going to have by the end of the summer like 10 canvases full of this very intricate, difficult, time-consuming art to sell either online or at my own art show. And I haven't even finished my first one yet because working on it for 30 minutes feels like I'm working on it for like 4 hours. And it's, I mean, it's fun to do. I'm looking at it right now. It's fun to do, but I can't imagine the patience and concentration that goes into someone who's doing something actually like really complicated. Like I saw this thing where they take 3D people in real life, and paint them as if they're two-dimensional, so they look like a cartoon on a two-dimensional piece of paper, but they're three-dimensional people that are just painted that way. I don't know. I'm not that good. I just doodle. So.
Like I've seen like pointillisms where they have there's like a picture inside of a picture inside it, like it's like a whole portrait of someone's face, but it's like all pennies or something. You know, like it's drawn like somebody's face completely in like Star Trek logos or you know what I mean? Like people, I can't believe.
Mr. Wilson, we are just so ecstatic for you to choose our museum for your exhibit. It opens in 2 days, and I need to be honest with you. I'm a little nervous. We haven't seen even so much as a hint of what you're going to be displaying.
Yeah, that's why I came here today. I'm just like way behind schedule, to be honest. I thought I could just sort of like pump out an entire exhibit of drawings, and I just really overestimated my abilities.
Well,
So,
I mean, we understand that that's part of the reason that we wanted to have you. It's you considered yourself the Stanley Kubrick of painting, in that you took 3 years to draw your first painting, and it was so famous. But when you told us that you could have 10 paintings by the end of the summer, we were ecstatic that you would choose us. And if you could just at least give us like a glimmer of what you have done so far, if anything.
you know what? I have not done anything, but I do understand. I mean, I literally haven't done a single thing. I kept putting it off, but I understand that you need something. I want to fulfill my end of the bargain, so I want to give you something to put up in your gallery. So what I have done is I went down to Denny's, and they're having this thing where kids can color in placemats, and those paper placemats, they put the best ones up on the wall. So I bought 10 of those. It was not cheap. They didn't want to sell them, and I have brought those for you.
Mr. Williams, I can't accept that. That's someone else's art. We wanted, if I wanted to just buy Denny's placemat art, I could go and buy it. I wanted your art. Do you understand that there's a demand of the public? They want to see your art, not a child's doodles.
Well, honestly, if you want my art, I probably can't have this exhibit done for about 20 years. I could get back to you in about 20 years.
20 years. Mr. Williams, what have you been doing all summer?
Oh, man, I got a Wii U. I've been playing Mario 3D. I bought a lot of art supplies. That took an afternoon. I mean, we could sit here all day. I could tell you about my summer, but let's just get some of these placemats and frames. We can frame it as like a postmodern something. I don't know. Honestly, that first painting was a fluke. It was a fluke. I don't know. I don't know anything about art.
And overhearing this conversation is the janitor who pushes his mop, and he considers back home his son who doesn't get off of his ass, and he just plays video games all day. His room is covered in video game posters, and he hasn't changed his sheets in 2 or 3 weeks.
And we follow this janitor's thought bubble into the room, and time dash to 4 hours later when the janitor gets home and discovers his son in his room.
Oh, Stephen, really? Really, Stephen, you're still in bed?
Oh, man, I had the best dream.
Were you dreaming about maybe going to school or getting a job?
I was dreaming. I had this dream that I became a record producer.
Well, that's interesting, Stephen. Why don't you go to school and maybe learn about that kind of thing, or at least get a job at the record store? I can't have you in this room all day, every day, even though you pay me a lot of money in rent.
Dad, record business is very competitive. I think I need to be realistic and keep my dreams in my dreams, you know? I got a good life here with you.
But Stephen, despite the fact that you pay me more than my own salary just to live here, makes me wonder, A, how you're getting the money, and B, why you're still living with me when you can easily afford another place and do anything else with your life.
Because I love you, Dad. I want to be with you and live in our home, and I don't want to be a real adult. I'd want to be an adult who lives with his father. In some cultures, that's okay.
We cut to earlier that day when Stephen was home alone. The doorbell rings and he answers it.
Can I help you?
Oh, no, Stephen's home. The janitor's still at work. Just his son Stephen is home.
Oh.
So anyway, Hey, it's Publishers Clearinghouse. How are you doing today?
Doing absolutely fantastic.
Cool, cool. Well, in lieu of a check, we're actually today we're giving out prizes. We're giving you a brand new house. You can move into it. It's all paid off, and it's a mansion on the water. So congratulations.
You know what? That's lovely. Why don't you give that mansion to the Stevensons next door? I'm good right here, but please do give it to someone. Give it to someone. Somebody
Uh,
needs it.
okay. We've never had anyone turn down a prize before. Okay, guys, let's go next door. Stevenson's. We cut back.
Thank you. Thank you.
You turned down a mansion?
Yeah, Dad, I love our house. We've put a lot of work into it. You've done a lot of construction on it. There's memories of Mom here. I
Your
told you I
mother
want to live here
wanted
with you.
us to live in a mansion. Your mother always wanted us to live in mansions. She collected pewter statuettes of mansions. Why would you say no to a mansion?
I feel like Mom kind of, this house is part of us, it's part of Mom. It's part of me and you, and I'm never leaving it. I love it here. Everything about this house. It's easy to take care of. It's beautiful. The Stevensons are great neighbors.
The Stevensons have had 2 kids who have graduated and moved on with their lives. Don't you understand that that's what I want? I want you to move on with your life. I don't want you in my life every day anymore. I need to love you from afar.
Hey, Dad, remember that time we went to the lake and caught a real big fish?
You were 7. I enjoyed my time with you then. I don't want to flat out and say I don't like you around, but right now I don't like you around.
Oh, Dad.
And we cut away from this house and we cut to a local elementary school where a student is presenting a project. For my self-portrait, I found 2,700 pictures of David Bowie, and I made them into a picture of my face.
Wow. Melissa, that is the most impressive project I have seen today.
Thank you. So I get an A?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, well, that's my self-portrait, and now I'm done with my presentation.
Teacher, I'm a little upset. I gotta speak out. I did it the exact same thing, but with pictures of Kurt Russell, and you gave me a B.
I did. I did. I gave you a B because I felt that Kurt Russell's just a little bit too mainstream.
More mainstream than David Bowie. They're completely different mediums. One's an actor and one's a musician. Well, he did act a little bit. That doesn't escape the fact that I did exactly the same thing.
Well, you did your interpretation of the same thing. You both had your own vision. I'm
sorry. No, teacher. Nope. I don't buy it. I deserve an A+. You gave her an A+ because of the exact same thing that I did. This is America, and I deserve to be treated the same way.
You should have learned your lesson, Jeremy. Remember when we had to do movie reports and I did The Labyrinth and got an A on that, and you did
Escape from LA.
Escape from LA and got a B? You didn't learn your lesson?
I still think that a report on a movie, that's different. Your words were different. You said different words in your paper. My words were different as well. This is exactly the same kind of art. It's just mosaic art.
Well, you're filtering your perspective. You're filtering your perspective of what you find to be entertaining and what kind of makes you who you are into your mosaic art, and that's very important. Expressing who you are.
Then you can't grade it at all. I feel like you can't grade inspiration. You can't grade art.
Oh, some artists are more inspiring and better than others, and I personally feel that David Bowie is
So this is strictly
better.
this this is just your opinion. This is an objective grading system. I don't think this is a proper program to be having in this school. I need to talk to the principal. And the kid runs out of the gymnasium and runs into the principal's office. Principal Adams!
What? Oh, I was just taking a nap. What do you want?
Stop napping during school hours. All the students complain about that.
Yeah, well, you know, I got that second job at night graveyard shifts at the pie restaurant, and I am exhausted. All right.
Wait, the art teacher's given me a B, and she's giving the other kids A's, and we're all doing exactly the same art.
Well, break it down. That can't be possible.
Cause why?
Well, describe the art to me.
Well, she
Let's try to stay awake.
She did a mosaic of David Bowie to where all these little small pictures of David Bowie made a larger picture of David Bowie.
That sounds great. I love it. Okay.
Sure, okay. But I did exactly the same thing as Kurt Russell, and I got a whole letter grade lower.
Oh, I don't like that at all. No, I would have to agree with the teacher. You blew it.
Wait, you don't like that I got a B, or you don't like the idea of Kurt Russell?
No one likes the idea of Kurt Russell. Come on, we all know and hate Escape from L.A., along with all of his other movies that we know about.
That's not even why I came in here. I came in here to ask you if you could stop having art as a program at school, because I don't think you should grade art.
No, I need to keep all the programs. Those are my times when I nap. I nap during the electives period, so I'm going to need to keep those.
So you napped when I was in Midsummer Night's Dream?
Oh, well, I mean, that you read my review for the school paper. That was a snooze fest.
It
No
was
one
a
liked
bunch
that
of
show.
Z's. That's all you wrote was a bunch of Z's, like as if you were sleeping. I thought that was rude, but you were actually sleeping?
Yeah, the headline was more like Midsummer Night's Snooze Fest, and then the article was just Z's, just a bunch of Z's. No one liked that production. Sorry I had to tell you this way, but you're being a real pain in my butt, Jeremy, so why don't you get back to class?
I don't know what to say. I'm so disappointed. I feel like I'm being graded on my opinions in a way that I'm getting an F just for speaking my mind, and I'm failing this school, and you're failing me. You get an F, Mr. Principal. You get an F for being a principal. You should work at the pie restaurant full time.
And we see the principal start crying and run across the street to the pie restaurant to his manager's office.
You know, you come into my office every day, 2:30, crying.
One of the students just told me that I get an F as a principal.
No.
Yeah.
No. Well, as an employee at the pie joint, you get an A. You get an A plus plus plus.
That doesn't make sense. How can I be an F principal but an A pie joint employee? They're both jobs.
Well,
I feel like I'm being graded unfairly.
the child was probably just calling you this out of anger. I wouldn't take it so personally. You know, kids say things. Believe me, I know. My kids, they say things.
We cut to that manager of the pie place at home with his kids. Dad.
Yes. Yes.
You bring home pies every day for dessert and for dinner.
What's wrong with you? We're hungry for real food and other kinds of desserts, you dumb idiot.
All right, kids. I know you guys are going through a thing, so I'm not going to take that too personally. These are delicious pies. I worked very hard to make these.
Dad, the thing that we're going through is diabetes, because we've had nothing but sugar every day.
Okay.
Yeah, what's wrong with you, you dummy? Shouldn't you be smarter? You're an adult.
You know what? That actually hurts, but I'm going to let it go because I know that you guys are just kids and I know that you guys have a lot of things, a lot of emotions to get out.
Dad,
Okay?
I want to tell you that you're a very good pie manager, but you're a very bad dad.
Bad dad for sure.
I'm just not impressed with your abilities as a father. and the neighbors next door have a dad that bring home actual food.
Oh yeah, the Stevens's dad.
I heard that they just got offered a mansion and millions of dollars for no reason whatsoever. I think it's I think it's
Think it has something to do with my pie that we didn't get offered a mansion for no reason whatsoever?
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. They were probably like, that house looks like it's full of pies, brought home by some stupid dad.
Look, I bring you guys the best pies. I bring you guys video games instead of books.
That video game, Dad, the video game was a pie. We tried to put it in our Wii U and it ruined it. Just because it's shaped like a disc doesn't mean it's a video game.
And we go outside of this home and we go down the road into the art museum where the famous artist is about to unveil the summer attraction of a summer's worth of art. So,
Ladies, yes.
yes, I don't know what to do, but we have to. The show must go on, as they say. It applies to art museums as well as theaters. All you did was bring video game systems and art supplies. Basically, everything you did besides art this summer is going to be your art display.
Yeah, which I feel like is fine because, like, who knows? No one knows what art is. They'll see, those idiots are going to see that. They're going to be like, pretty good art, you know? And then I can go home.
I'll have you know that we have the most esteemed art teacher from our high school is going to be watching and looking at your show, and she's going to be giving you a grade. I can't imagine her grade being anything higher than a C+.
Hey guys, I'm just cleaning up real quick before the big reveal, and I just wanted to say that that's some great art there.
Oh, what would you know? You're just the janitor's son. I only gave you this job so you could be closer to him.
Thank you.
Where'd the janitor go? Why is his son cleaning up?
The janitor had to sell his home.
He moved away. He moved away, far away to Alaska. He wouldn't tell me where he went.
Whoa.
So, this is the closest I can get.
What was your name? Your name was Steven, correct?
That's correct.
Steven, can you tell me what you think of this art display of a Wii U and art supplies strewn about the ground?
It's fantastic. It's like the best thing I've ever seen. I want to live in it. I want to live in that art display.
Well, I have good news for you because I basically do. That's all the stuff that's at my house, and I got an extra room. I'm looking to make some extra income because I don't think I'm going to sell any of this art. You want to move in with me, Steven?
I do, but I want to live in my house.
Oh, yeah, I'll move in with you, sure. Yeah.
I'm Chester G. Twillington, and I've been traveling the world looking for different types of art experimentation, and I must say that this is the most beautiful set of art I have ever seen, and I would love to give to you as a reward. I would love for you to live in my mansion and do nothing but create art for the rest of your life.
No, you know what? That's cool because we just figured out an arrangement. I'm going to move in with this guy. So there's an art gallery next door. Maybe you could offer it to them instead.
The Stevenson Museum. Shall I go to the Stevenson Museum?
Yes, yeah, I think so.
They've got some nice art down there. I'm sure they'd love a mansion.
That's our show.
That's our show. Yeah.
Oh boy! Thanks for tuning in.
What do we say? Come back to E-MPROV?
Yeah. So we look at the shows that we had earlier tonight, which I don't know. Oh, I think it's International Incident was before us, and I think also Trans-Pacific Railroad. Both the international teams were before us, and I don't think there's anything after us. But E-MPROV.com for more. Yeah, it was Trans-Pacific Railroad at 9. International Incident was at 9:30. You can still watch those on the website.
All right. Good
Lots
night,
of fun,
everyone.
everyone. Yay.
There I